So this order by is actually pretty interesting. We can go ahead and, let me go ahead and delete, well, comment that out. You can use order by to sort a linked list. So remember that one of the things with the linked list is there is no sort method in there. You would have to write your own sort or do something along those lines. Instead, you could say var ascending dogs is equal to my dogs dot order by, and then this will return an I enumerable, an I ordered enumerable actually, and we just do d dot dog ID, and this will sort all of the dogs in ascending. Now this is it's not an I enumerable, ordered enumerable, so we can go ahead and print the dogs. And then this will be ascending dogs. And I'm just going to write an empty line there. We can also print it in descending. So we can say var descending dogs, my dogs dot order by descending, d and d dot dog ID. And then I'm just going to copy this, paste this down here, and this is descending dogs. So now this is sorting that list, and it's returning an I ordered enumerable. It's actually what is getting created there. And so even though it's not a linked list anymore, you can still iterate through it, but this is a way that you can sort based off of something. And this uses that I or compare to, which is part of the I compare or I comparable or I comparer interface that you can add into your classes. I just wanted to sort off of integers because, well, integers are pretty easy to sort from. But this is a way that you can take a linked list, my dogs, and then create a sorted list of that, or a sorted ordered enumerable of that. So that's one way to do it. You can also use GroupBy to split a collection into user-defined groups. So let's go ahead and comment this out, and let's get rid of these here. We don't need to worry about my dogs list for now. So list int random numbers. And so let's just go ahead and create a new list of random numbers. Is equal to new random for int I is equal to 0, I is less than 10, I plus plus. And we just do random numbers dot add random dot next, and it'll be a random number from 1 to 100. So this is going to create the random numbers. So now I can say var even odd numbers from, is equal to, not args, from number in random numbers. So for each number inside of my random numbers, I want to group number by number mod 2, semicolon. So this is going to create a enumerable, and in that it's going to have an I grouping. And so this right here, we can go ahead and say for each var group in even odd numbers. And if I do a console dot write line numbers group dot, and there's a key. So let me go ahead and run this. So if I run this, I'm going to get out numbers group 1 and numbers group 0. So those groups, I mean, they aren't just arbitrarily 1 and 0. It's because number mod 2 will be either 0 or 1. And what it's doing is it's creating a group, and this is kind of like a dictionary. And that dictionary kind of has an enumerable part after it. And so we can do a for each var I in group console.writeLine I. And so now this will go into, starting with 1, print out all the elements in 1, and then go to 0 and print out all the elements in 0. If I run this, I'm going to get, well, because I did a random and I didn't do a seed, then I have 2 which are even and the remaining which are odd. So if I change this, let's go ahead and put a seed there. This will balance it a little bit more. Now I have 4 odd numbers and 6 even numbers. So this group by allows you to, or this group here allows you to take some list of something and group it into bins or categories of something which matches that. So in this case, evens and odds for this.